Bridget Bartlett here. I am the president of Vision Marketing and Design.com, and today we are live inside of my Vision Marketing and Design team training, where this week we are discussing how to become a social media manager. Even if you don't want to manage social media, it is totally true. It is possible. I am showing you how to do that this week. So, on Monday, yesterday, we talked about how to create your plans and how to actually create the checkout system on your website. So, definitely go back and watch that. We do have the template and everything available in the replays section, and I will show you that because I realize we have restructured the whole website and redesigned it as we have grown and added new things. You know, you always want to kind of reevaluate, is your website working for you and how can you be most efficient. So we actually upgraded our e-learning platform to the new modern theme, and so I definitely want to make sure, especially since it's brand new, that I have explained, how you guys can actually find your resources. So today is Tuesday, so we are actually finding clients today. Everyone asks, yeah, it's great how to be a social media manager, but how do you find clients? So that's what we're going to talk about today. And then tomorrow, we're going to talk about if you want to actually be the person who is doing the social media and creating the content, how you can do that, or how you can actually outsource the content creation so you don't have to do that yourself and you can still make money. On Thursday, we're going to talk about scheduling, adding social media managers actually to your account, and reports, how you can actually generate reports to show the growth on their platform. And then, of course, always on Fridays, we do a live Q&A session. So I do see that Maria is here. Valerie is here. Yay! So you both made it in to our new e-learning. So let me show you around here to make sure that you get access. Let's see. Oops, let me go back here. Actually, I had this pulled up, but I don't want to escape from my other one. So if you want to be a Team Vision member, all you need to do is go to visionmarketinganddesign.com. And I'm not going to go through all of this stuff, but you do get a lot of benefits, and definitely check all of this out because I don't want to take so much time on that. I want to show you how to get logged in here. Okay, so all you need to do is get logged in if you're already a member. And then when you click here, you're going to see we have a new welcome page here. Okay, so to access the lives, what you need to do is click here to get access. And then you'll see if you became a member before October 7th, which is just here recently, when we switched over to the new modern e-learning, you need to register a new account within the e-learning. This is different than your Team Vision account, okay? But it is better if you use the same password and email. That way you don't get confused. Obviously, new members after 10/7, they won't need to do this step. You can just actually log in and you'll already have access with your normal login. But because we changed systems, this is the best way to do it. Okay, so when you click register now, you'll see that it takes you to a checkout page, but it is a free plan. Okay, you don't have to pay anything. It just will, that's what you need to release that, or to create your account within the e-learning. So, if you want to, you'll see here on the home page that there is actually a live broadcast here, but this is actually, they designed this so that you could lock all of this down, but people could still see the live broadcast. But it's like, you guys, my members, I only monitor live the questions of my members. But if you had your e-learning like this, where people could still watch on your website without being able to comment, they have to be registered. So that is a really cool option. But just know that if you're watching here, you're not going to be able to comment. You need to create your account here and then get logged in, and you'll see on the live page here that this is where you'll be able to comment. As long as you're logged in up here, you'll see access to this. Okay, now I do have the comments, the previous comments here, because one thing that I did notice about this, that our previous webinar, when we were actually using the webinar tool, is that it did keep the comments here, and I'm noticing that this one does not. So, but never fear, I definitely have the second window here so that I can keep all of your comments. Okay, now all of the training materials that we're going to discuss today are in the replace section. Okay, so I want to show you how to get back there. If you go back to the home, you're going to scroll all the way until you see, and I do try to put them at the end, until you see the module that we're working on. Okay, so we're actually talking about how to become a social media manager. So if you click there, you'll see that we have 3 modules here. Okay, we're actually on this one today. So if you click there, if I was to click there, it would actually play this live video. But of course, you want to watch on the live page so that I can see your comments. But here is where you're going to see the document that I'm going to show you in just a second, where you can download. You can also get the website template for the social media management, and then also the image templates. And we went over all of that yesterday. Okay, so any of the videos within this replays module, you'll be able to access those. Okay, and then of course some other things here that I have for you. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just close out of this because I can see your comments on the other section. Hopefully I answered all of that. And you guys, if you have any questions, of course, reach out to me in the Telegram group. Okay. Definitely take note down here. All of your options that used to be up here in the menu, just in order to streamline. So you guys, if you want your social media content, which I'm actually going to talk about today, and then the promo codes and the courses and your affiliate stuff, and to apply to be a freelancer, and all of those things are here. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know that. And if you want to join the Telegram group, you can click here. Okay, so I'm going to X out of this. So what we're going to talk about today is finding clients for social media management. Okay, so I've made this little cheat sheet for you, and it is in the it is where I just showed you in the replay section, but I'm going to also add it to the chat here so that the people watching live in the chat can also access it as well. Okay, so I've added it there. So the first thing, and this is the same for any client that you're looking for local business. Okay, we're going to choose a niche. All right, now there are many niches that you can choose from, and you don't have to really choose a niche like as a business, but when you're prospecting, you need to choose a niche. It will make you more efficient, it will make you more effective, and it'll just help you stay organized. So choose a niche. So it can be, if it's local business, it could be maybe health and wellness, it could be fitness, it could be medical doctors, it could be whatever your niche is. Just choose one. It could be lawyers, accountants, whatever. Just choose one, because that helps you when you're searching. And then also you want to choose a city, and we'll talk about that in just a second as well. Like I always say, make a goal, get 20 qualified leads a day. If you have 1 hour to work on your business a day, then you should be spending 30 minutes learning something and 30 minutes taking action on something. Okay, so you have to take action on the things that are going to make you money in the future, but you also need to be taking action on the things that are going to make you money today. You may have the dream of fishing for the rest of your life. But in order to get to that point, to be able to fish for the rest of your life, you can use these skills to do social media management and learn all of this and get paid while you're earning, because that's what we want to do here, right? So what we're going to also do, we're going to, create that 20 leads a day is what our goal is. And then create a post to use as a sample. Okay, so today we're going to use health and wellness as an example. And we're going to search Facebook. And so that's a free option. But if you want to be a little bit more efficient and effective and automate some things, I'm going to show you how to use Leads Gorilla. I'm not an affiliate of Leads Gorilla. I'm not a reseller. I don't benefit at all from telling you about Leads Gorilla, except the fact that I use it and it's beneficial, and I think it's worth telling you about. And then also we're going to talk about how to contact them. Okay, we want to definitely message them. We're going to use Messenger, Facebook, because we're talking about social media, and then we're also going to email them as well. So Karen says, great advice, because that's me not earning while I'm learning. That's how people give up, and that's how family becomes not supportive anymore, because you're spending time away from them and you're not making any money and they don't see your vision. But if you are constantly breaking up your time between learning something and earning something, that's how you're going to be effective. You are so welcome, Maria. And thank you, Karen. Okay. So let's go ahead. We're going to choose a niche. And I said we're going to choose health and wellness. Okay. Now, one of the reasons that I'm choosing health and wellness is because if you go inside, or actually, let me just get this document here. We actually have, I give you guys free social media content. Okay. So if you go to the membership area, the events page, okay, inside of your membership area, Vision Marketing and Design .com/events. You have to be a member to get access to this, but you guys know that I give you free social media content every month. We started doing that, but it's for digital marketing, but I also added the health and wellness. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because I have health and wellness clients, and I actually have another brand that's health and wellness, I wanted to go ahead and add this here for you guys to use as well, because it is, lots of people have lots of people have different niches, right? So when you download this, you're going to get, all of these infographics, and there's really a lot of different things that you can have here. Like there are videos, and this is all built in Canva, so you can customize this and all that. But what we're really looking for is just maybe one or two posts that we can use to basically show a client what we're capable of doing for them. Okay, we want them to visualize something that is their brand, right? So we need to, so we're choosing a niche, which is what makes this so easy. All right. So as soon as you access this, you want to access the folder here. Okay. So the folder, when it opens up, it is actually a large folder. So let me see. I think I already have it opened. Let me search for it. Sorry, guys. It is fitness. Fitness and nutrition. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Well, it's probably already, let's see. No, okay. Anyway, so we're gonna wait till that downloads, but we can go ahead and choose from the graphics. Okay, so this folder actually contains a bunch of different things. It's like an ebook, and again, the ebook is built on Canva, so you can edit it as your own. There's lots of things and articles and whatever in there. But what we can start doing is we're gonna just choose one of these infographics. Okay, so let's say that we are going to target let's say we're talking about health and wellness. So let's click on this mentality one here. And let's go ahead and one of the things that I don't like about when I download this is that it will close the window out. So here's a little tip. If you right click here and then you click on open in a new tab, it will actually open that, and then you can still have your document there. Okay. So here is the graphic that we're going to use. So we're going to click use template. And you see there are actually a few of them. We're only going to really choose one because we want to be able to reuse this over and over again. So even though we are going to customize this for a client or a potential client, we don't want to have to do this multiple times. We want to make it kind of simple, but we also want to make it very attractive, and we want them to see the value. Okay, so I'm just going to choose one of these. I'm going to let's choose this one right here. I like that one. Let's click here. And let's go ahead and click here. Okay, so what we need to do now is, now that we have our sample post, and when this downloads, we'll have the graphics and the hashtags. Okay, so now we need to search. If we look at our little, let me see, where's my little cheat sheet here? Did I just lose it? Okay, let me get my little notepad and open up my document here. Okay, so so we've chosen a niche and we've created a post to use as a sample. So now we need to look on Facebook. Okay, so let's go to Facebook now. Here's our post. Soon we'll have the graphics. So we're going to look here and we're just going to search. Okay, so here this popped up. Let's go ahead and extract it. Eventually it will extract. I'm just going to minimize this and let it do its thing. Okay. So since it's health and wellness, let's go ahead and search health. And you see we have lots of options here, but to be able to sort them, what I like to do is go down to where it says a location. Let me click out of this, actually. and refresh. And you'll see here, we got health. If you go down, you can choose location. And this is why, you really need to be specific about the cities. Like we were talking about, even when you use Leads Gorilla or any of your prospecting, you need to have a niche, and you also need to have a location, because you're going to be searching like lawyers in New York City, lawyers in Indianapolis, lawyers in Cincinnati, or wherever. You need to have the locations. Okay, so let's say we don't want Whiteland, we want, we'll just choose Newcastle, Indiana, and we can choose local business or place, because we don't really want to choose any of these other ones. We're looking for local business, so we're going to click here for business or place, and now that weeds down a lot of these businesses. So what I want to do is I want to look for businesses that do not have an active social media presence, meaning they are not posting a lot. Okay, so right now, like we could start here, and I could look at this business here. The first thing I want to see is, when was the last time they posted, and does the post look interesting? Does it look engaging and professional? Is this the image that they have? Right away I see they just posted 2 hours ago. Their post looks good. 4 hours ago, yesterday. So they definitely have someone who's managing their social media. So I'm just going to go ahead and go right back here, and then I'm going to look at the next one. One of the good clues of if the business has someone managing their social media is how many people actually like it. So if you look here, they just posted on October 10th and then the 9th, and so they likely have someone managing their social media. So if you scroll down to the next one, though, they only have 137 likes. So if you click there, you can see that is definitely not something that's attractive. They just shared their link, and that's actually from 2013. So this would definitely be a client that I would want to contact. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, if they're even really still active, that's a really long time. Maybe I would want to search Google My Business and do a little bit more research on them to see if they're actually, like, let's click here. They don't even have a website, but it does. Okay, yeah, so they might even be out of business. So I probably wouldn't waste my time on this one. I would just go to the next one. So this one only has 30 likes. They don't even have a logo. This might be a good one, except that we really want them to have a logo or some type of brand that we can work off of when we are trying to brand the social media. So they do have a logo here. So here's what we could do. Let's click copy image, and let's go back to our social media, and I'm just going to click, like, left click here in the canvas of Canva, and I'm going to click Control V to paste. Okay, so now I have their logo. So here's something cool. When you go to like, if you click outside here and then you click on the little color wheel, you'll see down here that Canva makes this so easy for you, because when you put the logo in there, it will actually give you all of the colors within that logo. So you have access to that. You can easily change without having to look up all the hex codes and use the color picker. And it just, I mean, you guys, if you've ever done that before, you know that that's awesome. Maria says the link doesn't work for me. Maria, it's a direct download, so check your browser blocker and make sure that it is not blocking the download. Okay, so now we have all of the colors here, so let's actually brand this for Meridian Health. Okay, so I'm going to click here. I'm going to change this color here. Let's go ahead and use this color, and then I'm just going to click change all. And now what it did is it changed all of that color to one of their branded colors. Okay, so let's do the same thing here. I'm going to click this color. Let's go down here. This time, let's choose this lighter one, and we'll click change all. Okay. So now for this one, let's go ahead and click this light blue color. And this time we'll choose this lighter green. Looks like there are no other ones maybe, that because it didn't give us the option to change all of them. So let's just choose maybe this one for that. And okay, so this one's locked. If you ever see something that's locked like that, all you have to do is go click up here to unlock it. But what this does is when you lock something, and you can always lock it back, it makes it uneditable. So if you did click to change all and you didn't want it to change a certain graphic or something on your, your post, then it wouldn't change. Okay. It would stay exactly like it is. It would never do the editing when you're doing like mass edits. Okay. But I do want to change this. So I'm going to click here now and let's just choose this color. Actually, we'll choose a lighter one because this blue back here, which it's locked, so we'll unlock it. This blue back here, we want to make, maybe this different color. And then maybe we can move this stuff out of the way so we can get back here. And this one's locked as well. So now we're going to change this color. And let's go ahead and choose this one. Okay, so we can just move these things back here. Okay, so now we have branded this post to this company and it looks nice and professional. It has their logo here. We may want to make this white just to see if that makes it look better. So yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so this is our post for this company. All right, so now what we can do is go to our file here. Let me get, where is my file that I just downloaded? Click here. Okay, so here is my file, and I'm going to click here for, I can either click the Word document or the PDF. We'll just choose the PDF. So I'm going to double click here so it opens it all up. And now I just want to look for the post that we just used. And of course, I can't remember now. I think it's about top 5 self-priority. These do go in order, but I just deleted all of them, so now I can't remember which one. Top 5, so it should be in here somewhere. Top 5 self, 9 hacks. Okay. Here we go. We're in the health one now. So self-priority, self-improving statements. Man, I can't find, now it says promotion. I think I may have missed it. Here's what I'm going to do. All right, I'm going to click here. Oops. Let me go back. I'm going to click here and I'm going to open this again so they can see which number it was. So in the mentality, it was actually the third one. So I'm going to go back to the list now. And let's see, mental and establish boundaries, self-priority. Okay, so this is what it is. And we have the hashtags here. Okay, so this is the actual post with the hashtags. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to download this so you guys can see, this does take, it takes, once you get a good routine, it doesn't take any time at all, but it does take a few minutes. That's why you want to make sure that your lead is quality. Okay. You want to make sure that it's a real good lead before you waste all your time doing this. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and download here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to contact this business. I want to, you can email them. Let's see, they do have an email address. You can also, if they have the option to message them, you could choose that. But basically, I want to email them and I want to send them, I want to say, who I am, and I want to send them this graphic with the text that I'm using and, introduce myself and then say, hey, I created this for you if you're interested, da-da-da-da-da, right? So this is how you would look on Facebook, and this is how you would customize the graphic, okay? This can take a lot of time, okay? So this is why I wanted to show you Leads Gorilla and show you how you can streamline this process even more, okay? So using Leads Gorilla, I showed you how to use earlier last week when we were talking about how to find leads for a restaurant agency. We used Google Leads, okay? But for social media management, it's really best to use Facebook because that's what you're looking for, right? Every business needs Facebook because it's the largest one. It's the first place people are going to look for when they're researching your business. So you need to have Facebook. So what I want to do here is enter in my keyword. So I'm just going to choose health. And we're going to search Facebook pages, but we're going to choose the location because remember, again, we talked about, searching the manual way, we want to choose a location. So let's choose, if we looked at Newcastle, since that's where our last search was, let's try Newcastle, Indiana. Now we can click search, and it's going to pull up all of the Facebook pages that have to do with health, just like we did manually within the Newcastle area. So it's pulling all of that information. But the cool thing is, when we do this, not only does it pull in all the information, but we can sort. Okay, so right now within this search criteria, it found 20 businesses that have to do with health in the Newcastle area. Okay. But remember, like I said, you want to really choose pages that only have, like less than 1,000 likes, because chances are they have someone managing their social media already. So I'm going to go ahead and toggle this on, and that immediately changes the results from 20 to 8. Okay. So that's saving you a lot of time. All right. Because it just took out, the ones who are not a good prospect for us. And again, we want to we want to send them an email. Okay. We want to definitely have their email information. Or if we are someone who prefers to call, I mean, maybe you want to call and only choose with phone numbers. But what I want to choose is only email. So I'm going to go ahead and toggle this as well. So now we have 6 results. Okay. So I'm going to go through here, and you see they have a website, they have an email address. If you click send message, it goes to their Facebook page. So you can see, okay, the last time they posted was actually April 18th of 2018. So that's definitely a long time ago. It doesn't look like they have ever had anyone managing their social media. So this would be a great business that I would want to contact. Okay. So that's why I would definitely save this one. And I want to go through each of these because I know they all have an email, right? So I want to go through each of these, and let's say that I decided this one was a good one, and this one was a good one, and this one. Okay. Then what I want to do is add selected leads to manage leads. All right. I can export them to a CSV, and I can upload them to my email autoresponder if I wanted to. But what I want to do is actually just add selected leads to manage list, and I want to create a new campaign. So I'm going to call this health. And let's go ahead and say Newcastle. Or we'll just say, yeah, we'll say Newcastle. Okay. So now we know that this campaign is for all health related businesses in Newcastle. You don't have to put the destination there. It just depends on really your purpose again. So if I wanted to create a whole campaign just based on the health industry, I could just click health or put health here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that and click add to campaign. So now I have that. Now I'm going to click add because I want to add my leads to the new campaign that I just created. Okay, now here's another reason why I love Leads Gorilla is because now that I have these leads, I can go over here to contact leads, and I can create an email template, or I can use one of theirs that they already have. So they actually have some pretty good email templates. So I'm going to go ahead and click here to contact leads, and I'm going to select a campaign, and it is, excuse me, it is health. So you'll see here that I have 4 Facebook leads for my health campaign. Actually, I need to, why doesn't that? Okay, so that's my, okay, here we go. It took a minute to load. I was like, why didn't that come up? Okay, so you see here is now organized, right? And I can add here, I can click to send a message. I can click here to, so that I can basically like a CRM, so that I can keep track of who I've contacted, who I've not contacted, if they're interested or not. So this kind of gives me some idea when I go to follow up, because if you're doing, hundreds of these a week or thousands even, you do need to keep track of who did you speak to, who did you message, and all of that. So you can click here to send an email. Okay, so if you look at the category of emails, you'll see that they have a social media services one, and you can choose from any of these templates that they already have available. All right, so let's say that we want to choose this one here. You can also preview it. It will come up and let you preview. And you can also look down here. So it says hi there. And then it also puts auto tags, which I definitely recommend, because what this says is hi there. And then it inserts their name. I just saw your last Facebook post from your page. And then it has the page name at, and then it has lead Facebook URL. Okay. So that instantly adds their own business page. So now you've got a little bit more leverage with them, because it feels like to them that you did all this research. Now, we really did do all the research, but it goes ahead and it inputs that info for us. Okay. So these are really good emails, but you definitely want to put, maybe you want to use this email, and then at the bottom, you just want to, you can click enter and then type in like PS. I love to let my work speak for itself. So I created a sample post for you to use that is branded for your business. Okay. So I could just add the post. So I could maybe put a link here, or I could, if I click, where is the thing to attach? Okay, so so we could put a link. I thought there was usually there's like a little thing to attach here, and for some reason I'm not seeing it. Now that's going to drive me crazy, and I'll have to go look for it. But I guess in here, you could attach. Now that's really going to drive me nuts. Okay, anyway, moving on. You could put the post here. You could attach it somehow. Maybe you want to send them a link to a Google Doc or something, like I just did for you guys with that document for the social media management. And actually, that would probably be better, because when they click it, it'll download and it'll be the PDF document, and then they'll see the actual post, and then they'll be able to download the image as well. So that might actually be a better plan anyway. And then to do that, all you got to do is paste the link, and then you can click here to add the link as well. Okay. So the cool thing about Leads Gorilla as well is that you can validate the email to make sure that it's an actual real email. And then you can actually do save a step by clicking here to validate and send the email at the same time. You always want to send a test to yourself, especially the first one. Just want to make sure that everything looks right and all your links click and all of that stuff. Okay. So we have gone over a lot of things today. We've talked about, how to choose a niche, how to make a goal, how to create a post to use as a sample. And then we talked about searching Facebook and using Leads Gorilla, and then how you can message and email the businesses to actually get their attention, because it's not just about messaging. It's about messaging in a way that will actually reach them and stand out. So they can open the email, but there needs to be something of value for them to actually continue reading, and then especially to take action. So hopefully I have clarified the login process for you guys. Hopefully you learned something today. And remember, tomorrow, let's check our schedule here. I think tomorrow we are going to talk about DIY and outsourcing. This is my favorite part, because there's so many cool ideas of ways that you do not have to be an expert to be able to be a social media manager. And this is such an excellent service when you are just getting started and looking for a way to make income from home, or if you are a full-blown agency and you're just looking for a way to make additional income by upselling or providing a service for your clients that maybe you never did before because you thought it would be a lot more entailed. So Karen says, wow, that's a lot. Thank you. You are so, so welcome. Linwood says hi. Awesome. Okay, everyone. I will see you all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye.